Hi, welcome to your thought consultancy. So in the today's topic, we are going to discuss about the STLC, that is the backbone of the quality and the software activities. So where we can see that what sort of you can say the phases we have and how we can go inside and outside from the phases as a entry point and exit point, and we will see that how we are passing through all the phases of STLC, the software testing life cycle, one by one, with different aspect and examples. So here is my introduction. So you can reach out me and through the Gizet, which is you can see on the slide. If you have any question, anytime you can reach out me. I will try to answer your question. So, and what about the software testing life cycle? So it's as I already told you that this is the backbone of the software testing. So we need to understand from each and every aspect of the software testing life cycle, what it is and how we can perform, how we can do analysis of the requirement according to the STLC, how we can make some planning, how we can make the right test case writing or authorization, and how we can set up the environment for the testing, and then at the end how we can execute. And the very important thing that if you cannot showcase your work at the end, so maybe your whole effort will be go and waste. So you need to be more vocal and you need to be more intellectually skillful to present and showcase your work front of all the stakeholder in terms of the different reports like the project closure report, the bug triages report, and stuff like that at the end of the product at the end of the project testing. So it's a very comprehensive and the systematic approach in the SDLC to make sure that the software is bug free and we have find out maximum bug from the project and the product. So here are the phases which we have to pass through in the software testing life cycle one by one, and I have compiled the summary in the form of description for each phase, and then we have the column in the entry criteria and deliverable, what will be the outcome of any phase from in the STLC. Let's suppose if we talk about the requirement analysis phase. So in the requirement analysis phase, we are going to analysis the requirement in terms of the testing and with the stakeholders and the clients, and the entry criteria to start this phase, that we should have a functional requirement or the business document with us so we can kick the debate with the stakeholders and do some analysis for requirement or on requirement, keeping the software testing activities, and then the deliverable at the end of the phase if we have done. So the RTM is the document which we will get at the end of the requirement analysis phase in the software testing life cycle, which will help us to in other phases as well. We will see that how. Let's suppose now we come to the test plan phase. In the test plan phase, normally we are crafting the strategy, organizing the strategy, writing the strategy in terms of keeping all the risk factor, resource alignment, timelines, scope, what are going to include and what are not. So each and every aspect which we are considering for testing activity, we are compiling the document that is called the test plan in this phase, and we will capture those all things in this document. So the entry point for this phase, that we should have the requirement analysis result with us in the form of, let's suppose in this case in the form of RTM, we should have that document, then we can start. So deliverable, the test plan, effort estimation, and test tool selection for the automation and the manual side. So the test case development, that is the backbone of the SDLC life cycle, where we are authoring, writing the test cases for our requirement which we have in our hand. So keep in mind always, we need to keep the happy test cases and positive test cases and the negative test cases. So being a tester, I would highly recommend that you must start your testing as a negative test cases first. In this case you will find out the maximum of the defects from your product. So then we have the test plan for the entry criteria of this phase. We should have the test plan with us, and then the deliverable, the test cases, the test scripts, and the test data. So in rest of all the phases, you can see and skim through the slide yourself, what are the entry criteria, what are the description of those phases, and what will be the deliverable at the end of the end of those phases. So we will complete this STLC, and in the, if we talk about the last phase, the test closure, the test cycle closure. So in this we are doing the analysis on the bugs, and we are analyzing on the closure reports, evaluating the testing process where we have some lagging, so we need to improve that. And also the test execution result, the defect report, and the closure criteria met or not. So these are the entry point for this, you can see the phase. And at the end of as a deliverable, as I said, that if you are not able to showcase your work, so maybe your effort will be waste. So you need to be clear what sort of report your company want from you, and so you need to see those with the with you can say with the report, and share those with the stakeholder to get results at end of the end of STLC. So here is today we have done with the STLC. So if you have any question, do let me know and get back to me for your you can say the uh, you can say in the comment section. I will try to answer your question. So, in the coming session, we will have a capture and discuss some more. You can say the you can say the more topic of the software testing for the learning prospect. Thank you. Take care.